So guys, I've been doing some thinking, some like really hard thinking, like sort of like soul-searching kind of thinking here, and I've come to the conclusion that it is in our best interest if the Doom Tower is harder. We need to make the Doom Tower harder. It is not harder. Actually, let me reword that. We need to make it less easy. It doesn't sound as bad, right? Less easy. I think that sounds a little bit better. So yeah, Plarium has decided to make the Doom Tower harder as of tomorrow for the next reset. We're going to cover that, as well as this 10x event, and we're going to cover this team right here for my Gaellen Pact only. It is called Gaellen Pact only Dragon 20 tournament. Let's jump right in. Before I get started, let me quickly talk about this new app from Amazon called Game On. It is meant to record clips of your gameplay on mobile, all right? So this is for mobile only. You install the app on your phone. It has an overlay you can record and you can share your clips. What's great about this? No editing needed, no fancy thumbnails. You can put an intro and outro. This is a great way to showcase, let's say, you destroying a really strong team in the arena, or maybe you just want to showcase you losing to a team in the arena. Whatever works, right? This is all for fun, so I just started as well. I would love to have your support, so if you could click the link in the description below or the comments below, it will bring you to one of my clips, and then you can see basically what I've done today, right? So I'm showing this Gaellen Pact only Dragon 20 tournament. I'm also a little bit explaining what I'm doing. All the clips are within like 30 seconds to 5 minutes tops, right? And so hit that follow button, make sure you install the app. That would really help me out. Now let's move on to this Doom Tower announcement, which we've just had this morning. They're saying, let me shed some light on 3.21 update, which will be launched tomorrow at the reset. Since the release of the Doom Tower, we've been looking for ways to improve it. So far, it's only been fixing issues and making it harder in a sense. While we're still working on the next full rotation, we will make a few changes to the current Doom Tower bosses to help them make it a little less easy to beat. Little less easy to beat. That sounds kind of funny. It's just literally harder with special champions and make them a little bit more strategy oriented. I guess they don't like that we can solo Sorath with Drextor or the Scarab King with Vergus, right? They want us to just have to use full teams. They want to make this as hard as it is supposed to be, I guess. I won't dig into details of all the changes since the detailed information will be given in the in-game news after the update goes live, basically tomorrow. So all right, I guess I'm excited about this, or not. I just hope that it's not going to be drastically harder, because we've all went into building champs, teams, to get this to work, and now it might not work. All right, so another sort of like silver or money sink, I guess, in a sense, right? Then they talk about the fitting room, which we've covered yesterday or the day before. They're saying the fitting room will be a part of the patch 3.30 that will go live next week, if all goes well, all right? So 3.21 tomorrow, 3.30 next week. Now on to this announcement about this 10x event, which is the partners: Venus and Cupidus, Coronar and Manaya, Xavier Bellinor, Juliana Romero, Talia Fenax. Is it worth it? It really depends on where you're at in the game. Personally, I am probably not going to go for this. I don't like summoning during 10x events. If you're a well and you are maxed out, your vault is full, and you're looking for specific champions, this is good for you, right? If you're trying to get Venus specifically. But for me, I'm just still going to go for 2x events. I think they are still much better. Depending on the Summon Rush or Champion Chase tournament that we have, you might want to go for a couple of points. So maybe I'll do that. All right, now on to this Gaellen Pact only Dragon 20 tournament. And I say Gaellen Pact only because this is what it is, and that's how they called it last time I showed you guys, and now they're literally started just playing with me. They're just calling it something different, so to make it harder for us to just figure out, right? Using only champions from specific factions, and they're saying Ogre tribes, lizardmen, skinwalkers, and orcs, and if you look in the index, that is clearly called the Gaellen Pact. Right, so next time, please, guys, just be a little bit more consistent. That would help me out quite a bit. Now let's go over the champions that I chose. I'm not going to do a full run because it is on my Game On clip. You guys can look at the full run on there. It's also on the phone, so it's slower. So it's a great way to compare speed on the computer compared to on a phone. And I do sort of explain what's going on, but I will show the champion builds for you guys, all right? So here we've got Krila Witch Arm in speed and lifesteal. She was going to be in my clan boss team. It's not currently perfect, but we want her to be faster than the Seer. All right, that's the important part here. She's bringing, or she's in for specifically our buffs. Then we've got the next one, which is, let's do Broadma. I have Broadma in here because we have yet more buffs, all right? So this guy is also in a shield set for a couple more buffs for Seer to eat. So nothing too fancy. I kind of just use him for the faction wars. As for Krila, here are the masteries. I don't really use her for anything else but faction wars right now. Then we've got a Zargala, which is sort of like in damage gear, but you also need her to be faster than the Seer, all right? So I have her just above, and we have a good amount of attack, relatively 100% crit rate, and just enough accuracy. Could be a little bit better, sorry, but like it works, right? So for now, we're going to do that. We do have Helm Smasher. Then we've got our fancy Seer, which is right here. One of my favorite champions of the game. Did I ever tell you guys how much I love this champion? She is the best. We have 209 speed, so that is what I meant by she needs to be below all the other buffers and debuffers. 100% crit rate, 260% crit damage, 336 accuracy. Here are the masteries. All the skills are done. And then we're going to do Occult Brawler, which I put in there because he can basically take care of the boss. Even though he's weak affinity, he has good stats overall for a sort of like lifesteal set for clan boss. This is usually on my Xavia or Frozen Banshee. He can be slower than Seer. We don't really care. It only has 73% crit rate, but that's usually because I have Battle Khazar in the lead. 276 accuracy. Skills are all done. And then here are the masteries. All right, so we're going to start a quick run so that you guys can kind of see how this looks with the Seer nuking the waves. And then I'm going to let you guys go on that note. All right, so here we go. We're boosting up, boost up again. Decrease defense, nuke. That's it. So we don't reset the skills. We got to wait for our cooldowns. We do have some crowd control. And the allies joint attack is actually pretty solid for Occult Brawler when we hit the dragon boss himself, because we're loading up more poisons. And to be honest, Occult Brawler is there to deal with the boss, right? So we don't have Seer as our main damage dealer for specifically the boss because she deals less damage overall. So there you have it, guys. That is the team that I'm running. If you want to see the whole thing, check out Game On. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys later.